Hey T-Fam, this is Ethan from Sipscollection here, and today we'll be trying two 2023 green teas. So these are our two remaining green teas from the 2023 season left in our stock. It's a rainy day in Singapore, and let's try these two. From what I remember, last time I've drank it, amazing green teas. So the first one that we'll be trying today is Dong Ting Bi Luo Cun green tea. So this green tea is on our store and it's from Jiangsu, Suzhou, more specifically Dongshan in Suzhou area in China. And the second green tea that we'll be trying today is the Shui Jing Mo Gan green tea. Shui Jing Mo Gan green tea is from Zhejiang Mo Gan Shan in Huzhou city area. So another Mo Gan Shan tea that we have is Mo Gan Huang Ya, which is a yellow tea, but this is the green tea version and it's made from the Shui Jing cultivar. So that is very interesting as well. These two teas are our 2023 stock. They are harvested in April 2023, around there. I think this one, the Dong Ting Bi Luo Cun, may be harvested in March. I need to go double check that. Not so sure about the scope of the tea, but because it's been a while, but we're gonna try these two teas today. And more importantly, we're going to answer the question, are 2023 green teas still fresh? Today I am recording on the 31st of March 2024, and that means it's been around 1 year since these teas have been harvested. And as we roll around into the 2024 green tea harvest season, the Mingqian festival is coming. That means all the pre-Qingming teas, not the Mingqian festival, the Qingming festival is coming, and that means all the pre-Qingming teas, the Mingqian teas, are coming in very quick and very fast indeed. So let's try these two teas to see whether they are still fresh, whether they are still up to par with our standards of Sipscollection, and whether it is still something worth buying. We have a limited amount of these teas in stock because it was been a year since they're harvested and we've sold most of them. So if you really want to try some amazing green tea, do head over to sipscollection.com to buy some of our green teas because they're running out fast, and we're gonna hopefully stock some 2024 new teas in. And the philosophy of Sipscollection is that we don't want to just get the same tea every year. We don't want to just get the same tea blindly from the same suppliers. We want to try new teas. We want to get the best ones out of the lot, and that may mean that we may not have a Bi Luo Cun this year. We may not have a Shui Jing Mo Gan this year, because sometimes harvest season changes teas, and each tea every year is different. So we'll see what is in store for 2024. But yeah, so we'll be trying these two green teas. Don't know if you can see them. This is the Dong Ting Bi Luo Cun, and this is the Shui Jing Mo Gan. So the first one that we'll be trying is the Dong Ting Bi Luo Cun. As you can see, it is very bud heavy. This is a 一级等级 Bi Luo Cun green tea. So let's try this one. Okay, I'm gonna pour the tea leaves in. Try not to pour the Shui Jing Mo Gan in. Alright. Water is still at 90 degrees. We brew our green teas at 85 degrees Celsius. So there's that. We wait for the water to cool down. We cannot brew green tea at 100 degrees Celsius or anything really above 90 degrees Celsius because that will burn the green tea. It will not taste as nice, as fresh, as fragrant, and as smooth as we want. wow, it still has that grassy but heavy trichomio note to it that's still amazing. Still what I remember from last year that we sourced this tea. It's been a while since I've drunk green tea personally. Been drinking a lot of yan cha, drinking a lot of tantong, drinking a lot of oolongs in general, Taiwan oolongs especially. So green tea, it's exciting to be back to drink green tea. Normally I am not the biggest fan of green tea because, personally, stocking a Sipscollection as well is very hard because green tea, well, you can't really age green tea. You can't really keep it that long. But at the same time, the fragrance and the freshness of the green tea really stands out compared to the other teas. Yeah, and it's always a rush in the harvest season and before the Qingming festival to get these great teas in for Sipscollection and for you all to try. Yeah, so there's that. But we'll be answering the question today whether green teas from 2023 or 1 year ago, are they still fresh? And the answer is probably yes, because in most packaging in China, the green tea label says that you can drink this tea for 1.5 to 2 years. So it is probably still fresh. Definitely not really its best before date has passed. It hasn't passed yet. The best before date hasn't passed yet. So you can still drink the green teas. Obviously, we always want to get the freshest green teas possible. So we'll be looking for 2024 green teas and putting them on our store as soon as we get the samples. Because the suppliers that has supplied us these teas, the Shuijing Mogan, the Dongting Bilotun, and other suppliers in Zhejiang and in Jiangsu that we have sourced our teas from, we are still getting the samples in. They are just harvesting the Tou Cai, which is their first pluck green tea and yellow teas, which gotta be amazing. And I am more privileged this year that I've known the farmers for 1 more year, so some of them are giving me more special teas for you to try, which is very, very exciting indeed. So this Dongting Bilotun, a bit of history about this tea. This tea is from Dongshan in Suzhou, Jiangsu province in China, and it's a Bilotun. Bilotun is a very famous type of green tea, maybe second to Longjing. I'm pretty sure most of y'all have heard of Longjing, Xihu Longjing, the very famous one, but maybe second to that is Bilotun. And this tea is really bud heavy and really hair heavy. Is that a word? A trichome heavy tea. So yeah, it is definitely high quality. So what we're going to do is steep this tea for around 30 seconds, and we're going to drink the first sip of the tea. We're not going to rinse the tea because we want all that trichome goodness. Green teas, you don't really have to rinse it. Maybe other teas like Shoupu or darker roasted oolongs, or maybe even boiled oolongs, you need to rinse it to really wake up the tea. But green teas, you don't really need to do that. Okay, a quick steep. Look at that liquor, full of trichomes. So full of trichomes that it's actually cloudy almost. Can't imagine the thickness and the syrupiness of this tea that it's going to provide. Wet leaf, let's smell the wet leaf. Oh, you can hear the thunder rolling. It's a rainy day in Singapore. These leaves are gorgeous. They are small, they are compact, and they are full of buds, and the smell so nutty, so aromatic, so fragrant, even though it's been a year since the teas have been harvested. Look at the liquor. Okay, cheers. still as fragrant as before, as I remember. Give some to the tea pad. Still nutty, grassy, with a slight tinge of citrus. A slight tinge only of citrus. Wow. It's thick, the liquor is smooth and thick, syrupy almost. And it's definitely not bitter, this tea. This tea is amazing. It's not bitter, but it's giving a slight astringency that really makes the tea a bit active almost. It is definitely not as strong in terms of puckering wise compared to our Yixing Bilotun, which unfortunately has already sold out. But this tea still has that active mouthfeel in a green tea that gives it that character. Instead of just being fresh and fragrant and light and nuanced, this tea also has a bit of character to it, which is what we look for in our green teas and in our teas in general. Wow. Okay, I'll steep the water again and let's try the second steep. Okay, second steep time. So brewing parameters of this tea: 4 grams for 100 ml of water at 85 degrees Celsius, around 20 to 30 seconds for the first steep, and we'll be adding 15 seconds per steep. So that's that. It really is a good tea. Personally, I have this tea rated the highest amongst the 3 green teas. Very honestly saying, this is probably the best green tea that in the Sipscollection selection. And in terms of taste, in terms of character, maybe that's a personal idea, because I know a lot of people love the Shuiting Morgan as well, and a lot of people love the Yixing Bilotun as well. But my personal favorite is the Dongting Bilotun, just because of that nuttiness and that freshness to it. It has different character. Not saying that the other teas are not fresh, but wow, this tea is really uber fresh. And even though it is still 1 year tea, it is still retaining that freshness. It has definitely been stored properly. Wow. Okay, second steep. You can hear the rain coming in. A rainy day is a good day for green tea. The liquor still muddy and cloudy. A lot of times we look for clean liquor in tea, but especially when we have a lot of trichomes involved, something cloudy, something full of these small little hairs, white hairs in the liquor is what we look for. Second steep, cheers. Now that I've brewed the tea for longer, it's giving more of that citrus note, more of that slightly sweet sour note that is really interesting about this tea. And definitely the grassiness has come up. The nuttiness has slightly decreased, but that's what keeps tea interesting. top. 洞挺碧螺春 green tea. The looks for this tea, if you don't know our rating system, we rate by looks, we rate by aroma, liquor, flavor, character, texture, finish and aftertaste, 茶气, and finally steepability or longevity. So the looks of this tea is already a 10 out of 10. Imagine all those buds, and yeah, the aroma of this tea maybe a slightly decreased from what I remember, but it's still an 8 out of 10. The liquor is a 10 out of 10. The taste of this tea is a 15 to 16 out of 20. So yeah, I'm not really sure. 15.5. Getting anything above 16 of this is really rare. It's only reserved for the best of the best teas, which is really hard to come by. Then character, I'll give it an 8. Yes, character to it. Texture, still active in the mouthfeel, so I'll give it a 9. The finish is long, it's minty, it's juicy. The aftertaste is minty, it's still fresh and grassy. I'll give it a 9. Well, the effect. Okay, honestly, this tea doesn't really have that much cha tea. It is definitely a green tea, so I can't really expect much. So I'll give it a 5. And this longevity, well, we have to see about the longevity. But total, if the 10 looks, 8 aromas, so that's 18. 10 liquor is 28. 15, I'll give it a 15 just to, not maybe humble the tea a bit. A 15 for the taste, so that is what, 43. Plus 8 for character is 51. 9 for texture and finish and aftertaste, so that is 60, and that is 69. Then cha tea gives us 74. So if this tea can steep past steep number 6 or 7, which I think it can, this tea is above 80 tea, which is uber rare in my rankings. So yeah, let's go for the third steep. So to answer the question whether 2023 teas are still drinkable, of course they are. This tea is no exception, or this tea rather is proof that 2023 green teas are still wonderful, wonderful teas worth to be drunk. And yeah, well, that still lingering mouthfeel and lingering aftertaste is still in the mouth. So I'm not sure if y'all have tried our green teas or our teas in general, but do head over to www.sipscollection.com to try our green teas. We are going to do something special for our 2023 green teas. We are going to reduce the price. You see how much the price is reduced by, because we are gearing up for the 2024 green tea selection that is coming very, very soon. So we are going to reduce the price of our green teas by a slight bit, so that it's something more affordable and something that you can pick up in a snap to really try what 2023, the first flush spring harvest green teas taste like, because it is still amazing, and it's definitely more worth it now that the price is reduced. Sacrifice only just a bit of freshness, but still really, really good. I'm only going to drink 3 steeps of this tea because we have to move on, unfortunately, to Trading Morgan. I mean, not unfortunately, because Trading Morgan is still a very great tea, but unfortunately for Tongting Tea Lao Chun, because this tea is still great. And you know what? I'm actually going to keep it in the Kaiwan, and I'm going to get a new Kaiwan because, well, we don't have that much time for the recording, and I'm going to get a new Kaiwan for the Shui Morgan. So I'll keep this Kaiwan and drink the tea later because, yeah, this tea is great. And maybe just a sneak peek into the life of a tea sourcer or tea reviewer. This is my well, it's right now 2 p.m. I woke up at around 9 a.m. Had 3 to 4 sessions of Tan Song just now, and this is my first session after lunch, so this is my around 5th session of tea today. So yeah, I can't be drinking each session, I can't be drinking 7-8 steeps each session, or else my stomach is going to hate me. So yeah, but third and final steep for now of this Tong Ting Tea Lo Chun. Oh, it still keeps that character. Yeah, this tea definitely is going to go past steep 6 or steep 7. It's bringing out more of those citrus notes, that very characteristic Tea Lo Chun taste, but times that by 5 and bring in a tinge of citrus and a tinge of grassiness to the taste profile. Yeah, this tea is really. Try this tea, Dong Ting Tea Lo Chun green tea. We do have some of it left, so try it before it's gone because this tea is really good. And we may not get Tea Lo Chun this year, seeing the harvest. I've talked to the farmers that made this green tea, the Dong Ting Tea Lo Chun. They said that this year is good, so we'll see. But yeah, unfortunately for the Yixing Tea Lo Chun, the farmer said this year the harvest in Yixing is not so good. So that's sad, but this for Dong Ting they said it's good. So yeah, we'll see. Okay, last cup for now. Give some to the tea pad. Dong Ting Tea Lo Chun, ladies and gentlemen. A tea not just from Dongshan but also from Bilo Cun, the Bilo village of Dongshan, which is the home of Tea Lo Chun. So this is really the deal that you're getting. And furthermore, we're gonna reduce the price, so you're gonna get even better deal. Okay, let's move on to Shui Morgan now. This second tea, Shui Morgan. Let's talk more about it, and I'll get a new Taiwan. Okay, see you on the other side. Okay, the second tea that we'll be drinking today is Shui Morgan green tea. Shui Morgan. Here, as you can see, so this is the second green tea that we have in stock. 2 out of 3 are still in stock. One is out of stock, the Yixing Tea Lo Chun. So this Shui Morgan is made from the Shui cultivar, a very rare and interesting cultivar that is used for green tea productions. The cultivar makes the leaves look yellow in color, so it actually can be mistaken for not tea because it doesn't look like green, but it's tea and it is naturally yellow. The brood leaves and the leaves in the tea bush and the tea farm are yellow in color. So this Shui Morgan is a very nice green tea. It's also our most expensive green tea. This one is a pretty high grade one. It isn't the highest grade that there is out there, but it is pretty high grade. We feel that this grade at this level is has the highest value, I would say. Worth it for the taste. because if you know, tea has kind of a diminishing value as the more expensive and the more higher quality it gets per se. So we always like to find the sweet spot for tea. But this Shui Jing Mo Gan over here. Oh wow, very very nutty. Very very nutty. As usual, green tea we don't rinse. Let's try the first sip. Cheers. Nutty, smooth. This tea is more nuanced and light compared to the Dongting Pilo Chun and Yixing Pilo Chun, but it doesn't have that kind of more 霸气 character to it. It has a more subtle is the word, subtle characteristic to the tea. It is sweet, it is floral. Still as good as I remembered from when I drank it the first time in 2023 in Moganshan. This tea, we only have very little left, so do get it while you can. Just maybe like 10 to 15 packets worth. Yeah, so Shui Jing Mo Gan. Nice story about this tea. This tea, we found a farmer while just walking down the street in Moganshan Zhen, the main city in Moganshan. So we found the shop, we went inside, we drank some tea, and the farmer brought us up to their farm. We drove. If you see our Zhejiang Jiangsu tea sourcing trip video uploaded on our YouTube channel, you will see that we went to this farm in Moganshan where the farmer was growing Longjing 43 cultivar, Jiukeng cultivar, and also this Shui Jing cultivar. So this tea was actually a bit higher up compared to the Longjing 43 to the Jiukeng cultivars in terms of tea plantation elevation. So yeah. As usual, the green tea has this fresh and refreshing salivation and mouthfeel to it. It's minty, but not as minty as the Dongting Pilo Chun, but still minty. Look at the liquor. This tea is not as bud heavy as the Dongting Pilo Chun green tea, but it is still packed of buds. The buds don't really have that much hair and trichomes, but still, yeah. Look at it is naturally yellow, as you can see in the leaves. Almost kind of reminds me of chicken soup. Very weird tasting one. Chicken stock, chicken soup. Yeah, the second steep definitely has a bit of more punch to it, but it's still light and nuanced. It's a very nice tea for those who don't like strong taste or don't like bitter tasting teas. This tea is very smooth, it's light, it's floral, it's green, but it is not party, it's not punchy in any way. And especially if you brew it light, you won't go wrong with this tea at all. Some to the teapot. Actually, I'm almost quite surprised that these teas are still as fresh as they are, even though it's been 1 year. Let me know if you've tried our green teas or our teas in general. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Because some of these teas are really good. The looks are 9. I wouldn't give it a 10 because it is not as bud heavy as and trichome heavy as the Dongting Tea Luo Chun. The aroma is 9. The liquor is a 9. It's not a 10 because it's not as trichome heavy. The taste, I would give it a 15. Personally, I am not a huge lover of light and nuanced teas. I'm a more strong tea person, so I won't give it anything higher. But if you like light and nuanced teas, then this could be a 16, 17, 18 for you. Yeah, but I'll give it a 15. The texture wise, I'll give it an 8. Character, I'll give it an 8. Finish, I'll give it a 9. Definitely has that minty finish like the Dongting Tea Luo Chun that is really, really good. Just maybe lacking a bit in terms of mouthfeel, active mouthfeel. That's why the texture is at 8 and character is at 8. Cha tea wise, this tea is definitely on the stomach. This tea, it doesn't really unsettle the stomach, it really warms the stomach, I feel. So I'll give it a 6. So what is that? Looks is 9, 9 plus 9, 18 plus 9, which is 27, plus 15 is 42, plus 8 character, 50, plus 8 texture, 58, plus 9 finish and aftertaste, 67, plus 6 is 73. So if this tea can last up to steep 6 or 7, which I think it will be an 80. So yeah, and as I said before, 80s and 80 plus teas are hard to find. You can look at our blog, new blog, ethandustea.com, to see our sourcing reviews, and you can see that teas that we've drunk like the Mi Tuo Yan Ro Gui or the An Si Tie Guan Yin, hitting 80 is hard. So, but these teas that we select really make the cut, and we drink thousands and thousands of samples, and as you can see on our store, we only have 10, 11, 12 teas, and even though we're going to be bringing in more this season, you can see the strictness of selection that we have for our teas, and you can trust that the taste and the character and all that is really up there with our teas. Nothing short of exceptional. Just mediocre doesn't cut it. I brewed this tea for longer to get a more punchy taste and see how it brews when I abuse the tea leaves a bit more. Yeah, well, the effect is really getting to my stomach. Yes, it definitely has that chicken stock, chicken soup note, which is really interesting, I feel, with this tea. So yeah, definitely vastly different tea from the Tea Luo Chun, and also something that you probably cannot find elsewhere. 水晶莫干. This tea, find out more about this tea on our website. Wow. One more look at the leaves. Oh, actually, the mouthfeel has become more active as I continue brewing this tea. And there's this sweet Hui Gan I mean, increase the texture to a 9 actually, and the character to a 9. Wow. Kind of has this herbaceous ginseng kind of note to it. It's quite interesting. Maybe some of y'all don't like ginseng, but this tea kind of has a tinge of that. Wow. Complex, nuanced, but not too strong. Definitely something for the light tea favorites and fanatics out there. Alright, that's 3 steeps. I will be continuing to drink my Bilochuns and creating more gun, but that's all for today. To answer the question whether 2023 teas are still fresh, the answer is a definite yes. They still have the great taste, and you can still buy them, and now a discounted price, because we are going to bring in 2024 teas in our new selection. Hopefully we have great green teas, exceptional green teas. We have more suppliers this year that we are sourcing from. So yeah. Alright, that's all. Continue drinking the good tea. Buy from Sipscollection.com. Our green teas, our other teas, black teas, oolong teas, yellow tea from Morgan Shan as well. And see you in our next video.